All right, so I lied. We're not quite ready to do the slideshow yet. I wanted to clarify one thing that I said in the previous video. I am doing that in this video because I didn't really want to have to start over or do any kind of editing. So I'm using this video to clarify that. And also, I forgot about adding this nifty little feature to our gallery page. Since our gallery page is so tall, I want to save users the trouble of having to scroll back up if they want to. All they have to do is click on the back to the top link and it will take them, well, to the top of the page. So I forgot all about that. Let's start with the clarification. It has to do with the background color here. Let me go back to that place where we only had these two properties in background, the URL and repeat wide. Let me save that, refresh, and we ended up with a preview like this. Now I mentioned something about clashing rules or something like that. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but this is really what's going on. There's no background color because we didn't tell it to have a background color. That's why we had to say white. And as for the background pattern repeating itself vertically, it is doing that. We just can't see it because it's behind this sidebar. That's where white comes in for the background color. And then right, we're pushing it to the right. And we get something like this. For that back to the top link, let's go to our HTML and add the paragraph right here. This would be after the closing div, right after the last closing figure tag. We'll say back to the top, and we'll make this one a hyperlink, except in the href, it's not going to be for another page, it's going to be within the page. To do that, we will add a hashtag, and then whatever we want to call it. I'll just say top. I will put my closing anchor tag so I don't forget. Now I just need to apply this ID to another element within the same page. Since this is supposed to be for taking it to the top, I will do just that. I will look for the element at the very top. That would be this div right after the opening body tag. I'll put in ID and then top. I didn't have to put in the hashtag because we already said ID. We'll save that. And now when I refresh my page, well, it ended up being right close to the top, which doesn't really help us much, does it? Well, the reason it's there right now is because these figure elements are all floating to the left. And even though this paragraph is a block element, there's room for it to fit right there, so that's where it went. To fix that, let's add a clear left to this paragraph. We will just look for that paragraph and apply a class. We'll call it xLeft, save the HTML, and then in the CSS, we'll create that xLeft selector and say clear left. Save. When we say clear left, then we're saying I don't want anything to the left of this particular paragraph. And that's what we get here. Now it's at the bottom, and when I click on it, it takes me back to the top. Okay, so really, in the next video, we will get started with the slideshow.